Corey Cox from Pendleton. You know, it's not the most famous Pendleton. It's not the most famous. No, the most famous is Pendleton, Oregon, because they have a big rodeo. I know that because I'm from out west.
I was going to say, because I didn't know that.
You hear that around Indianapolis.
Eventually, you'll probably play out in Pendleton, Oregon. I think everyone ends up in Pendleton at some point. That was a song off of Corey Cox's CD there that we just played called "Your Memory Finds Me." Big deal. Got picked up a publishing deal with Better Angels Music, and they also have their own record label, correct? So is that the goal as you're writing music, is like you get enough of it, and hopefully they will sign you up to a deal?
Well, and we've kind of already in negotiations with them about that. You know, we're just being patient right now because, you know, I just signed a deal, you know, within a month. So
what are they waiting for?
Yeah, you know, right? No, that's what. And
your lawnmower song.
Yeah, my lawnmower song.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And that's the thing, really, is just been because, like I said, we've been talking to them about it, and I'm just trying to be patient right now because I want to sit back and write because I want to make sure, but before we do it, before we, you know, we push something that it's, you know, I've had a chance to get down there and really get my feet wet and write with as many writers as I can, which is happening right now, man. It's really cool. I spend about every other week down there right now. Eventually, I'll be down there full time. It's just right now I've had so many shows up north still, to where, you know, I'll spend a week here in Pendleton up north, and then I'll go down there for a week. And
well, you cut grass part time, and you got to cut the grass at least once a week. So I got to get back, or my lawns are going to go all to pot.
Well, that's what the funny thing. This is true.
You got this old lady voice calling you up. Corey.
Well, you know,
the lawn is out of control.
But the funny thing is, I don't think I'll ever forget that I heard that I got a deal offered when I was sitting on the lawnmower.
Yeah. Absolutely, no, it's a great story, and it's you know, it's awesome because, I mean, what's the biggest crowd you played to this summer so far?
We played probably a couple thousand, maybe.
Okay, and what's the biggest lawn you mowed this summer? I mean, you've done both this summer. You're out there, and people know you. You have a good fan base. You've done a really good job with the internet. Check out Corey Cox Music. Is that right? CoreyCoxMusic.com.
He's on Facebook too.
I mean, I first looked it up, and I was like, "What is this kid doing in Indiana?" When we first got a hold of you, because we'd heard something about you, and I was like, "Hey, well, you gotta get this guy on." And then you're also, you know, mowing lawns, which is going to work for you because when you're on Jimmy Kimmel, like Luke Bryan is, you'll have a great story about when you got your first deal.
You know, lawnmower. And you know, like I said, I haven't had a chance to really hang out with Josh a whole lot, Thompson. But you know, all of my buddies tell me the stories from him. He worked construction pretty much every day, and they said he was, I mean, you know, his first song, Be on the Table, kind of explains his first, you know, year or so in Nashville. They said he would get up about 5 in the morning, go do construction, work all day long, go writing sessions at night, and then go play until 3 in the morning, get up and do it all over again. So.
That's what it's, yeah, and he's been around for a long time, actually. I've seen his name on credits.
Yeah, his was construction, mine's cutting grass.
There you go.
Billy Currington was talking about that once, you know, talking about standing in the middle of a concert venue and remembering when he was there to pour the concrete.
Yes, I built this place.
Yeah.
That's
you
cool.
know, what we'll do is when you become big and famous and you have #1 hits and all that stuff, you'll come back to little old Lafayette, and I'm going to talk you into mowing someone's yard. Would you like Corey Cox to mow your
That
yard?
would be
That'd be a contest. That would be great.
It'll be a great contest. Everyone's going to love it. All right, so you got the publishing deal. You're writing like crazy. Your tour schedule is nuts.
Yeah.
I know that you guys, and you got a little Indiana, not little, but an Indiana radio tour going on right now. And I want to thank you for coming in. We got first shot. Now, I'd heard rumors that someone else was supposed to get first shot at him.
That's all.
But we offered to mow his grass for him next week. So, Annie, you need to go over to Pendleton and take care of old lady Wilson's yard for
In
her.
my heels. I'll do that.
All right, the website is Corey Cox Music. What's next for you? What do you got next? What's the next show?
You know, I'm playing in the Moreland Free Fair up close. Actually, that's pretty close to home. We haven't been doing a lot of shows close to home. So when we come back, it's always great because people who used to come watch me all the time, you know, been missing a show fix, so they're always pretty excited. But we got the Moreland Free Fair on August 9th. That's near Newcastle, I think. And then I go down to Nashville, and I'm taking me and my bass player, my drummer, and we're in the middle of actually a transition now. A couple guys I had before, one of them, my old keyboard player, he is on tour with John Mellencamp.
Okay.
So I couldn't really compete with the Mellencamp Bob Dylan tour right now that's going on.
I hear the booze is better on the Mellencamp. That's what I heard.
Yeah, it could be. But, you know, and
cigarettes.
I we may or may not have set a record up at our last show up in Minnesota at the bar we played up there.
Good.
I mean, this is a story I got to tell now, obviously.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You know, we like to have a good time. You know, my band, we like to party, we like to have fun, and we were playing up at Toby Keith's bar up in Minneapolis for 2 nights, and the next night, after the first night we played, the owner calls my manager, and he said, "Man, we had a great night. You know, the great crowd. They stayed. The band sounded great. Everything was cool. You know, and they even set a record." And my manager was like, "Well, set a record for what?" And he said, "Highest bar tab by any band ever to come through." He said it was all night long. I was wondering if it was going to exceed Lee Bryce's limit, and they did. I was like. And he goes, "I'm so proud."
That's why he has to cut grass in the background.
Still mowing lawns today.
All right, guys, check out Corey Cox online, the opening act at WKOA.com, and also on all of his stuff. CoreyCoxMusic.com. He's on Facebook, Twitter, and also MySpace. Next time you come in with a record deal, all right?
Absolutely.